Metal-clad cable, commonly referred to as MC cable, is a factory-assembled cable containing one or more insulated conductors enclosed in a metallic sheath of interlocking tape or a smooth or corrugated metallic tube. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides the standards and guidelines for the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. A key aspect of working with MC cable is understanding when anti-short bushings, also known as redheads or anti-shorts, are required. Anti-short bushings are small insulating sleeves inserted between the conductors and the cut end of the metallic sheath. They are designed to protect the conductors from abrasion and potential short circuits caused by sharp edges of the metal sheath. The necessity of anti-short bushings depends on the specific type of MC cable and the type of connectors used. According to the NEC, anti-short bushings are generally required for metal-clad cable with an overall metal covering that is not listed for use with set screw-type connectors. This requirement ensures that the conductors are protected from the sharp edges of the metallic sheath, preventing damage to the insulation and potential electrical faults. However, there are exceptions to this rule, particularly when dealing with specific types of MC cable and connectors. One common type of MC cable is steel-jacketed MC cable, which features a lightweight steel jacket. If this steel-jacketed MC cable is listed for use with set screw-type connectors, then anti-short bushings are not required. The listing for use with set screw-type connectors indicates that the cable and connectors have been tested and approved for use together without the need for additional protection against abrasion. The logic behind this exception is that set screw-type connectors are designed to provide a secure and smooth connection that minimizes the risk of damaging the conductor insulation. These connectors typically have rounded edges and internal features that prevent the conductors from coming into direct contact with any sharp edges of the metal sheath. The listing by a recognized testing laboratory, such as Underwriters Laboratories, or all, signifies that the product meets specific safety standards and is suitable for its intended use. When a steel-jacketed MC cable is listed for use with set screw-type connectors, it means that the assembly has been evaluated and found to provide adequate protection without the need for anti-short bushings. In summary, anti-short bushings are not required for steel-jacketed MC cable when it is listed for use with set screw-type connectors. This exception is based on the fact that the listed combination provides sufficient protection against abrasion and electrical faults. The NEC recognizes that the design and testing of these specific cable and connector combinations ensure a safe and reliable electrical installation. It is important to always refer to the manufacturer's instructions and the NEC guidelines when installing MC cable and connectors. These resources provide detailed information on the proper installation techniques and the specific requirements for each type of cable and connector. Using the correct components and following the recommended installation practices is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. In situations where the MC cable is not listed for use with set screw-type connectors, anti-short bushings must be installed. This requirement applies to both standard MC cable and steel-jacketed MC cable that does not have the specific listing. The installation of anti-short bushings provides an additional layer of protection against potential electrical faults. When installing anti-short bushings, it is important to ensure that they are properly seated between the conductors and the cut end of the metallic sheath. The bushing should fit snugly and cover all sharp edges of the metal. This will prevent the conductors from coming into direct contact with the metal, reducing the risk of abrasion and short circuits. It is also important to inspect the conductors for any signs of damage before installing the anti-short bushing. If the insulation is damaged, the conductor should be repaired or replaced to ensure the integrity of the electrical system. The NEC provides specific guidelines on the types of connectors that are suitable for use with MC cable. These guidelines are based on the design and construction of the connectors, as well as their ability to provide a secure and reliable connection. When selecting connectors for MC cable, it is important to choose those that are specifically listed for use with the cable type and size. Using the wrong type of connector can compromise the safety and reliability of the electrical installation. Some common types of connectors used with MC cable include set screw connectors, compression connectors, and snap-in connectors. Set screw connectors are designed to grip the metallic sheath of the cable with one or more set screws. These connectors are commonly used with steel-jacketed MC cable and are typically listed for use without anti-short bushings. Compression connectors use a compression fitting to secure the cable to the connector body. These connectors provide a strong and reliable connection and are often used in applications where vibration or movement is a concern. Snap-in connectors use a snap-in mechanism to secure the cable to the connector body. These connectors are easy to install and are commonly used in residential and commercial applications. Regardless of the type of connector used, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions and the NEC guidelines when installing the connector. This will ensure that the connection is properly made and that the electrical system is safe and reliable. The NEC also addresses the issue of grounding and bonding in electrical systems. Grounding and bonding are essential for providing a safe path for fault current to flow back to the source, which helps to prevent electrical shock and fire hazards. When installing MC cable, it is important to ensure that the metallic sheath is properly grounded and bonded. This can be accomplished by using connectors that are specifically listed for grounding and bonding purposes. These connectors typically have a grounding screw or lug that is used to connect the metallic sheath to the grounding system. It is also important to ensure that all metal enclosures and equipment are properly grounded and bonded. This will help to create a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source, reducing the risk of electrical shock and fire hazards. The NEC provides detailed guidelines on grounding and bonding requirements, including the size and type of grounding conductors that are required. These guidelines should be followed carefully to ensure that the electrical system is safe and reliable. In addition to the NEC, local electrical codes may also have specific requirements for the installation of MC cable. These local codes may be more stringent than the NEC and should be followed carefully. It is important to check with the local electrical authority to determine the specific requirements for your area. The local electrical authority can also provide guidance on the proper installation techniques and the types of connectors that are approved for use in your area. Following the NEC and local electrical codes is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. These codes are designed to protect people and property from electrical hazards and should be followed carefully. In summary, the decision of whether to use anti-short bushings with steel-jacketed MC cable hinges on whether the cable is listed for use with set screw-type connectors. If the cable is listed for use with set screw connectors, anti-short bushings are not required. However, if the cable is not listed for use with set screw connectors, anti-short bushings must be installed. Always consult the manufacturer's instructions and the NEC guidelines for specific installation requirements. The NEC is a comprehensive document that covers a wide range of electrical topics. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest advancements in technology and safety practices. Staying up to date on the latest edition of the NEC is essential for all electrical professionals. The NEC is organized into chapters, articles, and sections. Each section provides specific requirements for a particular aspect of electrical installation. The NEC also includes tables and examples that provide guidance on how to apply the code requirements. The NEC is not a substitute for proper training and experience. It is important to have a thorough understanding of electrical principles and practices before attempting to install electrical wiring or equipment. The NEC is a valuable resource for electrical professionals, but it should be used in conjunction with proper training and experience. In addition to the NEC, there are other resources available that can help with the installation of MC cable. These resources include manufacturers' instructions, training courses, and online forums. Manufacturers' instructions provide detailed information on the proper installation techniques for specific types of MC cable and connectors. These instructions should be followed carefully to ensure that the installation is done correctly. Training courses provide hands-on instruction on the installation of MC cable. These courses can help to develop the skills and knowledge necessary to install MC cable safely and effectively. Online forums provide a platform for electrical professionals to share information and ask questions. These forums can be a valuable resource for troubleshooting problems and learning about new techniques. By utilizing these resources, electrical professionals can ensure that they are installing MC cable safely and effectively. The use of anti-short bushings with MC cable is a critical safety measure that helps to prevent electrical shorts and potential hazards. These small, inexpensive components play a vital role in protecting the integrity of the wiring system and ensuring the safety of the installation. When working with MC cable, it is essential to understand the requirements for anti-short bushings and to follow all applicable codes and standards. This will help to create a safe and reliable electrical system that will provide years of trouble-free service. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electricity. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves and safety glasses, and follow all safety procedures. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work. Electricity can be dangerous, and it is important to take all necessary precautions to protect yourself and others. The correct installation of MC cable is paramount for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems in residential, commercial, and industrial settings. MC cable offers a robust and flexible wiring solution, but its effectiveness hinges on adherence to the NEC and manufacturer guidelines. Understanding the specific requirements for anti-short bushings, grounding, and connector selection is crucial for preventing electrical hazards and ensuring long-term performance. When installing MC cable, always begin by carefully reviewing the project specifications and identifying the appropriate type and size of cable for the application. Consider factors such as the ampacity requirements, environmental conditions, and any specific code requirements that may apply. Once the cable is selected, ensure that you have the correct connectors and tools for the job. Proper preparation is essential for a successful and safe installation. When cutting MC cable, use a cable cutter specifically designed for this purpose. Avoid using tools that may damage the cable or create sharp edges. After cutting the cable, carefully remove the outer jacket, taking care not to nick or damage the insulation of the conductors. Inspect the conductors for any signs of damage and replace the cable if necessary. When installing connectors, follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Ensure that the connector is properly sized for the cable and that it is securely fastened. If using set screw connectors, tighten the set screws to the specified torque to ensure a secure connection. When installing anti-short bushings, make sure that they are properly seated between the conductors and the cut end of the metallic sheath. The bushing should fit snugly and cover all sharp edges of the metal. This will prevent the conductors from coming into direct contact with the metal, reducing the risk of abrasion and short circuits. Grounding is another critical aspect of MC cable installation. Ensure that the metallic sheath of the cable is properly grounded and bonded. This can be accomplished by using connectors that are specifically listed for grounding and bonding purposes. These connectors typically have a grounding screw or lug that is used to connect the metallic sheath to the grounding system. In addition to grounding the metallic sheath, it is also important to ground all metal enclosures and equipment that are connected to the MC cable. This will help to create a low impedance path for fault current to flow back to the source, reducing the risk of electrical shock and fire hazards. When running MC cable, avoid sharp bends and kinks that can damage the cable or reduce its ampacity. Support the cable properly using cable ties, straps, or other approved methods. Ensure that the cable is protected from physical damage and that it is not exposed to excessive heat or moisture. After completing the installation, thoroughly inspect the wiring to ensure that it is safe and compliant with all applicable codes and standards. Use a multimeter to check for shorts, grounds, and open circuits. Label all circuits clearly and accurately. In summary, MC cable offers a versatile and reliable wiring solution for a wide range of applications. However, its effectiveness depends on proper installation techniques and adherence to all applicable codes and standards. By following these guidelines, you can ensure that your MC cable installation is safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable regulations. This in turn helps protect people and property from electrical hazards. Remember that electrical work can be dangerous. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work. A licensed electrician has the training and experience necessary to perform electrical installations safely and correctly. It is always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to electricity.